What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Fig Heel YouTube channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at my top 5 favorite suited figures. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so full disclosure, I've been wanting to do this top 5 for a very long time. The biggest problem was it's so hard for me to pick a top 5. As you can see, I love suited figures. I have a whole shelf dedicated to them. They're some of my favorite wrestling figures, to be completely honest with you. And there's so many great ones. You know, maybe this isn't technically a suit, but this is one of the first. We've got Bob Backlund, Clarence Mason, got Jim Cornette. I mean, we got Commissioner Michaels, Shane McMahon. That's just in the BCA line. One that was very close to getting on the list, Mean Gene Okerlund, and they also had Michael Buffer. I mean, can we even count IRS? I mean, he doesn't have a suit jacket on. You know, even the LJNs had tons. Slick, great looking figure. So it was very, very difficult for me to pick. So it took me a long time to put this together, but I think I got it down. I mean, look, we even have a new Hasbro style Mean Gene Okerlund. You know, lots of options, and this was very, very difficult. But we're gonna go down the list, and number 5 for me is actually Howard Finkel. Build-A-Figure, Howard Finkel. This figure is long overdue, right? Like, he had a Classic Superstars figure. It looked good, but not like this. This is uncanny to the Fink. And if you're a Legends collector, you're an old school collector, you need to have the Fink, right? You need him in the center of the ring announcing, coming down the aisle. You need this, right? Now, there's a few things that make this difficult. It's hard to separate certain suited figures because there's not much different, right? It's usually the same similar pant mold, the same jacket, arms, blah, blah, blah. The shirt's usually a little different, but what separates this apart is he comes with the old school WWE microphone, and the head scan is unbelievable. And it's such a necessary piece in your collection that I had to add this in. So I'm placing it at number 5. Not saying that it's not a great figure. It's just there's not too much different about it that separates it from... Look, right next to Michael Cole. You know, there's not too much different other than the shirt and the head. There's not much meat on the bone, as they would say. And I do think this is a great figure, and I think 5 is a great spot for it. It was hard for me to pick because there's so many similar suited figures in the Mattel line, but this one I definitely think deserves it. Number 4 is one that I've been boasting about for a long time as one of my favorite figures, and it's not Brother Love. But, I mean, can we appreciate this figure or what? Or how about Vince McMahon? I told you I have a lot of suited figures. But number 4, I'm actually giving to Father James Mitchell. Now, there's a lot of reasons. First of all, it's the only suited figure from the TNA Marvel line, but look at that head scan. It's absolutely phenomenal. Excellent looking. They nailed the eyebrows. They nailed the mouth. The sinister look. He is the sinister minister. You know, he just looks... It's a great looking figure. He's got the pentagram on his... the lapel of his jacket. He's got his necklace on. The black shirt underneath. Red and black. He even comes with his signature cane, which I'm trying to focus in on. It's hard because it's so small. It's got like that, it's like a wolf, I guess, head on the end of the cane. And it's cool. I don't know. I always thought cane accessories were very, very cool. And I'm not talking about the big red monster. However, this red gentleman has a monster, you know, the Monster Abyss. So if you're going to have the Abyss figure in your TNA collection, you got to have Father James Mitchell side by side, and I think they look great together. So this is definitely my number 4 on the list. Absolutely love this figure. I actually got it, I would say this was pre-COVID, so 3 years ago, at like a toy show for $20, mint on card, and I unboxed it on the channel a long time ago, and it's still one of my favorite suited figures. So that's number 4, Father James Mitchell from the TNA Marvel line. And this one's going to be controversial. Number 3 is actually a Ruthless Aggression figure, Vince McMahon. And there's a reason this is number 3 for me. Okay? I think that this is the best Vince McMahon figure made. I think the head is phenomenal. I'm not taking anything away from Mattel. Mattel has made some great Vince McMahon figures. All right? And I have plenty others. But I don't think they've ever completely nailed his head scan. Right here, this looks like I have a shrunken down version of Vince in my room right now. He's got the signature gray suit, which he wore at the time, the white shirt, the midnight blue tie. I love it. Speaking of midnight blue, I recently saw somebody did a custom of Stone Cold Steve Austin in the suit when Vince called him out, and he was like, he's a more corporate champion, and they took it off and, you know, ball tapped him. And it looked phenomenal. But the problem was they had him in a black suit, and if you watch it back, Stone Cold's actually wearing like a midnight blue. It looks black on TV, but when the light hits it, you see it's a midnight blue, and he has that the smoking skull hat on that he throws into the crowd. I think that would be an excellent Build-A-Figure down the line, and I hope they do it. But I'm also biased because I'm a huge Stone Cold fan. But back to this. Excellent, excellent job. Simple, but effective. Sometimes you don't need to go too above and beyond to make a great figure, and that happened right here with this Vince McMahon figure. So that's number 3. So we did 5, 4, 3, and I'm going to bring you back around for number 2, and this is a figure that I've talked about a lot, and it's probably going to get some hate. But again, this is my list. You can create your own list. This isn't the top 5 in the world. This is my top 5 favorite. And for me, this Ric Flair takes the cake. I love the head scan on this. I think this is one of the best. Sorry, we're talking about this one. One of the best Ric Flair head scans Mattel's done. He's got that like grayish, bluish jacket, pants. He's got that light violet looking shirt with the yellow tie. I mean, it's so Nature Boy, right? The thing that takes it for me is the glasses. The removable glasses, and they're almost translucent, which I think is just a perfect thing. This was from the Flashback Walmart series, and I just love this. And the look on his face is excellent. The hair is sculpted perfectly. The mouth, I could just see the Nature Boy in the mouth, him just talking some trash, talking about Space Mountain and how he's going to take your wife there. You know, it's just an awesome, awesome figure, and I've always loved this, and it's been hard for me. I love the other Ric Flair too, so I have to keep both of them on display, but I don't think this Ric Flair in the middle is ever leaving my display. So that's my number 2. There's some great ones here too. Look at Jimmy Hart, you know. Even got Daniel Bryan. I guess we'd call that a suit, right? All right, it's time for number 1. And it's one that I think a lot of people don't think about as a suited figure, but I do, and I've always loved it, even as a kid, so that's why it's my number 1. And that is the Hasbro Series 1 $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase. You know, he's got the black pants, black shoes, the black jacket with the gold lapels, with the money signs on them. It's open up. You can see the sculpted, the detail in the shirt. You know, it's textured. It's got the buttons all the way down, the bow tie, and the head on it is perfect. This is something that was sculpted, drawn and sculpted by hand, and he comes with the removable $1 Million Championship. Now, let me show you this. I have it mint on card from the Fun School line. Now, you'll notice it's a little bit different. And the title is darker. It's not really gold. It's more of like a bronze. And I love this figure. Fun Schools are hard to find mint on card. But anyways, that is, I mean, look at this. This is another one. There's so many contenders for me. Look at these great figures that Mattel's put out, that picking a top 5 is so difficult, and that's why it's been so hard for me to put this together, you know? This MVP, basic, new, excellent. There's not a flaw on it. Even comes with his Hurt Business chain, you know? There's so many great figures out there that it was very difficult to pick a top 5, so I had to pick my favorite top 5. And first up, number 5 was Howard Finkel. Number 4, Father James Mitchell. Number 3, Mr. Vince McMahon. Number 2, the Nature Boy. Looking like only the Nature Boy can, styling and profiling. And number 1, the Series 1 Hasbro $1 Million Man. Hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at FigHeal. Pick up the Ultimate Wrestling Figure Checklist, available now on Amazon.com. And go to ProWrestlingTees.com/FigHeal for all your merchandise needs. Take it easy, guys. Have a good one. Peace. Are you a wrestling figure collector? Of WWE Mattel, AEW Jazzwares, and everything in between? Then you need FigHeal's Ultimate Wrestling Figure Checklist, a 500-plus page guide to over 40-plus years of wrestling figure collecting. As heard on the Major Wrestling Figure podcast, it features WWE, WWF, WCW, ECW, TNA, NJPW, AEW, Ring of Honor, AWA, Dragon Gate, CMLL, AJPW, AAA, and more. Professionally organized so you can keep track of mock, loose, value, and much more. FigHeal's Ultimate Wrestling Figure Checklist, available now on Amazon.com. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at FigHeal. Pick up my book series on Amazon and my merchandise on ProWrestlingTees.com/FigHeal. Don't forget to check out our official sponsor, TheWrestlingPlace.com, for all your action figure needs.